Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, I'm Sophie and well, this is my channel. Hi. So today I'm actually filming a video which one of you actually asked me to film. Sadie requested this video. Thank you so much, Sadie, for your request. If any of you guys have any ideas of any videos that you want me to make, do leave them down below because I do read all of the comments, and obviously if I like your idea or if I feel like I can actually I have something to say on the topic, or it is something that I would be able to actually film and make a good video with, then yeah, who knows, maybe I'll film the video that you request. So yeah, feel free to leave any ideas down below because at the end of the day these videos are for you and I want to make content that you will all enjoy. So what Sadie actually asked me to film was a video of my first year at uni experience, and I am doing that, although I'm kind of doing more like tips and advice for your first year at uni. If you're going to uni, I'm assuming that's why you clicked on this video, and yeah, I'm doing more of tips and advice but based on my experience. So it is still my experience, but I don't know, I didn't really know what to talk about for my experience, and I feel like if I was to talk about my uni experience, I know myself that I would just ramble on for like 10 minutes about when I actually walked into my room.
And I was a bit late, and I was worried I was going to be late because I was like, that everyone was already going to have made friends, even though I still arrived on the day, the first day, but it was just late, just a bit late, and I was so worried, and I was messaging everyone in the group chat, and when I walked in, one of my flatmates jumped up, you know who you are if you're watching, and said, you're the girl who's late, in front of a bunch of people who were in our kitchen who weren't even from our flat. They're just people I met in the uni group chats on Facebook, and my parents, and it was really embarrassing and awkward.
But speaking of that, it's actually just made me think of a tip that I could mention that isn't actually on my notes for this video that I originally planned to talk about in this video, that I'll just quickly mention before I get into that, is to go on Facebook before you go to uni, because there's tons of Facebook group chats and you can actually meet people before you go who are studying the same course as you, going to be in your flat. Literally just type in to the Facebook search bar the name of whichever uni you're going to, and then freshers, and you'll find a bunch of pages, and on the pages, like, certain people often usually decide that they want to create a group chat for their course, and then they'll put the link to their group chat. And I met my flatmates before I went to uni because there was a group chat just for everyone in the building I was staying in, and then through there I met people who were in my flat and we made a separate flat group chat. So yeah, just highly recommend that if you're a bit worried. It definitely makes it a bit less nerve-wracking when you walk in to your flat and you already know the names of people from Facebook. It kind of helps. But anyway, I could already tell that I'm rambling on, so let's go on to my notes, which are very long. So this is probably going to be a very long video. Apologies in advance. But yeah, let's get on with these notes before this video is any longer, hey? So firstly, I'm going to talk about freshers, as I'm sure any of you who are going to uni this September are thinking a lot about freshers at the moment, because it is the first week. It is a very exciting time. It is when you're meeting everybody. You have no lectures. It's basically just a bunch of different stuff going on, and you've probably heard of it as basically just a big massive party. And some of you might have the feeling that you have to go out every night because of that. And yes, the clubs are open every night when they might not usually be, or there'll be big events on and they will be busy every night, whereas throughout uni they won't be busy every night. There might be certain nights where they're busier. When saying that, it depends where you're studying. I guess if you're studying somewhere like Liverpool or London, like somewhere like big cities, like Liverpool's known for partying, or like Newcastle's known for partying, isn't it? Places like that, then yeah, maybe, I don't know, maybe the clubs will be like busy every night. But somewhere like Bangor, they're not even open every night. But in freshers they were, and a lot of people were going out every night, but don't think that you have to go out every night. You need to think about your health first, and you're going to get freshers flu, and if freshers flu is just making you feel so rubbish that you get halfway through and you don't want to go out, you don't have to. And if you don't like drinking and you don't like going out, again, you don't have to go out. Or if you like drinking but you don't like going to clubs, there's no reason that you can't, you know, go on a pub crawl and just go to the pubs and not go to the club where they finish, so you're still meeting people that way. Or if your flat are having pre-drinks and you like to drink but you don't like to go out, just sit with them for pre-drinks and then don't go out. Or again, like, even if you don't like to drink and you don't like going out, you could still, I guess, if you wanted to, just sit with your flat for pre-drinks, just to get like used, just to meet them, get to know them, I guess. But yeah, don't feel that you need to go out. There's plenty of other activities going on, so there'll be other ways to meet people than going out and getting smashed every night. I know that there was loads of activities on during the day, and there was also activities on in the evening. Like at my uni, the different schools organised different activities. Like we had peer guides and they organised different activities so that you could meet people, and I'm sure other unis will have something similar where they'll have like certain activities organised by certain schools, so you can meet people that are doing your course or a similar course that's in the same school as you. So I know that the language department had like peer guides for languages, and they had certain events on, and yeah, and some of the events were on during the day, and I met people on those events during the day, not just going out and getting drunk. So yeah, don't feel like you have to. And there's some interesting events. I know that my school put on like a pizza and movie night, which was in the evening, and they got free pizza. I didn't actually go to that one, but they put on something which I did go to, like a trip. We actually got a day trip to like Conwy Castle, and got into Conwy Castle for free, and went to Llandudno. So yeah, there's loads of stuff on, so just keep an eye out for what's on, and don't feel like that you have to go to something because everyone else is. Like, people understand if you don't drink. Like, for example, there was someone in my flat who didn't drink at the time. He's started to have an occasional drink now, but beforehand didn't drink at all, and we were all fine with that. He still came out with us a couple of times but didn't drink, and just left slightly earlier. But you know, you do what you want to do. Like, we all understood that he didn't drink, we didn't make him drink, and if anyone's pressuring you to drink, then don't be friends with them. Like, there's, you know, there's plenty of people out there, you'll meet plenty of people at uni, so don't feel like that you have to be friends just with your flatmates because they're in your flat. Like, yeah, try and be friends with your flatmates because it'll be nice to get on with them, but they don't have to necessarily be your best friends. If you don't get on with them, or if you get on with someone else better, that's fine. I was very lucky actually that I got on with everyone in my flat, but I know people that didn't get on with everyone in their flats, and I knew some people who actually moved flats. I think it was about, I can't remember what time of year, but there was a time of year where we received an email saying if you want to move flats for any reason, you can. This is a fee that you'd have to pay. Email blah blah blah. I don't know, I didn't pay much attention to it because I was very happy in my flat. I was very happy with my flatmates, and obviously, you know, there could be multiple reasons why you want to move flat. You might love your flatmates, but just, I don't know, maybe you're like, actually no, I can't afford this rent. I thought I could, but I really can't. I'm gonna go stay in a cheaper accommodation somewhere. Like, whatever, you do you. But yeah, don't feel like you just need to go out in freshers. If anyone pressures you to do anything, don't be friends with them. Don't worry if you're not like best of pals with your flatmates. As long as you all get on with them and there's no like problems, it's not the end of the world. Like I said, I'm very lucky that I got on really well with all of my flatmates, and that was quite nice actually, having that little community of people in my flat and the flat opposite. I could just go knock on people's doors when I wanted to chat to someone and be annoying. I think they got very annoyed in the end of me just knocking on the doors all the time, just like, sometimes it was for silly things. Like one time I couldn't open a bottle of medicine, so actually that was quite a few times I couldn't open a bottle of medicine and knocked on Maze's door, but oh well, doesn't matter. I'm not in a flat with them next year, so I'm gonna have to find someone else's door to knock on. Oh no. Also, before I move on from the topic of freshers, very quickly, I just realised that I noted something down about freshers which I haven't mentioned, and that is, do not worry if the people that you are hanging out with in freshers don't turn out to be your best friends and don't turn out to be the people that you hang out throughout the whole of uni. Personally, from my experience, there were a lot of people who I hang out with in freshers who I'm still friends with now and I still hang out with now. And then there's some people who I hang out in freshers who, it's not that I'm not friends with them now, I'm still friends with them. If I walk past them, if I see them, I smile, I say hello, I ask them how they are. Like, we haven't had an argument or something, we're still friends, but we don't hang out all the time. We just say hello when we see each other. Like, you're not going to be friends with everyone that you meet in the freshers, so you're not going to be best buds. Like, you meet so many people in freshers, you're going to be introduced to so many people who you're going to be saying hi to, and you might hang out with them for like the first week, but then when people go to classes and meet people in their courses, they might find that they get on better with people in their courses and they might start hanging out with them because they've got similar timetables. Like, I don't know, people meet people. When people start societies, again, people meet people through societies and make friends there, and then people kind of form groups, not even just groups, like people just have different friends. It's not like school, but still, like, everyone's kind of friends with everyone. I know that I had multiple different friends that I've met from multiple different places in uni. I have my friends from my course who I sometimes hang out with, I have my flatmates who I sometimes hang out with, and I have people that I met through the mountain walking club who I sometimes hang out with. So you make friends from societies and stuff. Another thing which I just wanted to mention about freshers very quickly is that I thought I would meet loads of new people in like the first 2 weeks of uni, and then barely ever meet any new people throughout the rest of the year. And I was wrong. Like, yeah, you do meet a lot more new people in freshers week and then the week after, where you like start going to lectures and seminars and whatnot, but you still meet plenty of other people throughout the year. And this is kind of also because of, like, for example, you get international students who come and go. So I met some international students who were only there for first semester, and then second semester I met a bunch of new international students who came. Like, I had like a flatmate in first semester who left and went back to France, and then I had a flatmate come from America. So you meet new people still. And for example, like societies as well, through societies, in second semester a lot of people decide that they're going to join some new societies, that they just want to take up more societies that semester, so you'll meet people that way. And also as well, like, obviously a lot of the international students and new international students who have arrived will be joining societies, so it's like, yeah, you'll meet new people then. So yeah, you'll continue to meet new people, and I actually quite like that, constantly continuing to meet new people. It's quite interesting. So let's talk about money quickly, because I feel like that's something that a lot of you guys might be interested in talking about. How I dealt with money in first year. I know they say to budget, a lot of people say to budget. I feel like I didn't really have an exact budget. It weren't like I'm gonna spend exactly this much. I always just tried to buy cheaper stuff, and also I just tried to just not go out and spend money all the time. Like, I think I barely bought any clothes this year. Like, I'm not telling you not to buy any clothes, you know how much money you've got to spend and stuff. You can decide if there's something that you're willing to cut out to save money and stuff. Like, I knew that I had plenty of clothes, so I didn't need to keep up to date with every little fashion trend. It's bad for the environment to do that anyway. But then saying that, I've just bought a load of new stuff for a holiday that's on trend, so I can't really talk. Another thing to mention about money, do not worry if you look at your bank account after freshers and think, oh my god, I am not going to survive uni, I am going to be in my overdraft for the whole of the year and I'm going to have no money for food or whatnot. Like, just don't worry. Like, you're going to spend more money in freshers because that's just the way it is. Do not look at your bank account and panic. especially if you're going out drinking every night during freshers, of course you're going to spend more money. Think about the money on like entry to clubs and all the money you're spending on drinks, and you're going to spend more money. So don't like freak out at that big sum. Just think, oh, okay, I spent all that money in freshers, so maybe I should like cut down now. Like in freshers you might be going out every night, but the rest of the year you won't be going out every night. And another time that I just want to mention that you will be spending more money and maybe to set some money aside for is Christmas and the end of year, because a lot of clubs and societies will have their Christmas meals, end of year meals, and you don't have to set money aside for them because you don't have to go on them, but if you do want to go on them, just be aware that like it's going to cost you money, and certain schools will have balls. Yeah, so just think about that. Think about, do you want to spend money on those things? Like if you've joined a bunch of societies and you haven't got money at Christmas to go to all the Christmas dinners, which one would you want to go to the most? Like, you don't need me talking about that. I didn't even go to a Christmas dinner. I had a flat Christmas dinner with my flat, but a lot of people do both. A lot of people do have flat Christmas dinners. Yeah, and you can just organise that between your flat and split the money between your flat. So that's a good idea, have a flat Christmas dinner. And we had a flat Easter dinner as well. Okay, kind of an obvious one, which I feel like I shouldn't really need to say, but I'm going to say it anyway because I'm sure there's some people that just think that they don't need to necessarily meet their deadlines all the time because first year doesn't count anyway, but it does count because you still need to pass it. And yeah, just meet your deadlines on time. Like, just meet them. Like, I understand if, you know, for some reason, like because of your health, like if you went to hospital or something the day before something was due in, like maybe that you're not gonna get something uploaded on time. But if that happens, just email a lecturer. If you've got a good reason, then they're going to understand. But don't just not do something for the sake of it, because you know you're making it harder for yourself. And yes, like first year your grades don't count towards your final grade, but you still need to pass the year. And if you want to get a certain, like if you want to apply for an internship or something for summer, then you're still going to need, you know, or second year or third year, I don't know, if you want to apply for internships, they're still going to look at those grades. So yeah, like try hard still, I guess. And yeah, and also it's just nice to get a good grade in your first year so that you know that you're on track to getting a good grade in second year when it does count towards your final grade. So yeah, you know, at the end of the day, although your grades in first year don't count towards your final year grades, first year is there so that you can get used to kind of balancing your social life and maybe your part-time work around your studies, and just get used to uni and settle in to living away from home if you're choosing to live away from home, just getting used to stuff. So yeah, like do work hard because it's beneficial for you, and I don't think I really need to talk about this anymore. I'm just rambling. Another thing which I've written down and want to mention is sports and societies. I've mentioned them already for a bit. Take full advantage of them. They are free to join, so do take advantage of them. Other people who do not go to your uni, who want to join them, who just live in the local area or whatnot, they have to pay. So, you know, you should be taking advantage that you can join them for free, and they have lots to offer. Obviously, sometimes you have to pay for stuff with the societies, like away trips and stuff, but still, that's something they've got to offer. They've got away trips they can offer. But yeah, there's so many sports and societies out there, and don't feel like, you know, you can only go to horse riding because you do horse riding and not join anything else. Like, or don't feel like, oh, I've seen this that I really want to join but I can't join it because I don't know nothing about it. For example, a certain sport like handball, say you never played handball but you want to play handball, like you can still go join it. You might not make the team because, you know, you might not even know the rules about handball, I don't know. But like sports and stuff, they have their teams, but they still have other nights usually where they train, so there's no reason that you can't, you know, go and take part still and try out something new, because who knows, maybe you'll find a new love, a new hobby, and you can get better at that thing from going to the training sessions anyway. Take advantage of them, try out new things. I really wish I did try out new things other than just like going to mountain walking, because I hiked up Rainbow Mountain and hiked to Machu Picchu once. Like, I did think about trying out like canoeing, but I didn't. And then I did also think about trying out, not canoeing, kayaking, that was it. And then I did also think about trying out surfing, and then I didn't. Like, I don't know. Yeah, just take advantage. You don't have to go to every event for every society that you sign up for, you know. You can go to a few, you can be like, oh no, I don't really like this, I'm not going to continue on with it. Or you can go, but maybe if you've got two societies that fall on the same day, you can kind of go to one week and the next week go to the other one. I don't know, work out what's best for you. You can sign up to as many societies and sport clubs and stuff as you want for free. You don't have to necessarily go to every event unless you're like, I don't know, sports are a bit more strict, especially if you're on the team. You do have to go to all the training sessions and stuff if you're on the team, but societies, you know, not so strict. You can sign up to them and go to which events you want. I kind of like mountain walking because I don't have to go on every hike, so it doesn't matter if I'm busy with essays and stuff, I don't have to go. And I don't have to go if the weather's bad as well. If I know the weather's really bad, I do not have to go. So yeah. Okay, so my last point that I want to mention is just never to worry if you are like struggling in your first year of uni, on any of your years of uni, not just your first year. Just don't worry. Remember that there are people there to talk to. Every uni will have some sort of like counselling service. I know at my uni there's like a drop-in service, which I'm sure others will have, where you can just talk to someone and then they usually tell you about more stuff that's on offer, so that you can sign up for something more regular, like a regular counsellor or like group therapy, I don't know. Or you could just decide that actually you just want to go just to the drop-in sessions and not to anything else. Like, there might be something that just happens that's difficult at the time that you know you're going to overcome, but you just want to speak to someone at the time. That's okay. Just remember there's people there, and also like your friends and family back home and whoever you would usually speak to back home when you don't feel okay are only a phone call away. Your personal tutors as well, like you can talk to them if you have any questions about stuff. Like, just remember people are there, everything's going to be okay. Yeah, I just thought I'd mention that quickly. And if you're just worried about going to uni and you're feeling a bit nervous, again, remember that's normal. Everybody feels nervous. It's going to be okay. It's all going to be okay. You're going to settle in, you're going to enjoy it. And if you don't, people do drop out. That happens. It's normal. If you really feel it is the right decision for you, then it is. But, you know, talk to your family about it first, maybe your parents, talk to your personal tutor about it, talk to people, and really make sure that you are making the correct decision before you do it. That's the end of this video. I'm not really sure how much of my personal experiences it was and how much of just tips and advice it was. Do give it a big thumbs up if it was helpful. If you have any more questions, leave them down in the comment section down below, and hit that big red subscribe button and turn on that bell to see more videos from me. And I'll see you guys all in the next video. Bye!